Wow, I didn't see this coming. So this Free Tory Lanez case has taken a even different turn than I thought it would take. So there's a representative out of Florida, conservative Republican, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, and on her X today, her X post, she tweeted out all these things that talked about the Tory Lanez case and how he basically got railroaded. She was talking about amendment rights got violated. There was no DNA, false testimony. Like, she went through the whole thing. And I wonder how that happened. Most likely, Tory Lanez's attorney was just sending stuff out to different people and to see who's going to catch on to it. And this representative from Florida probably looked at the case and looked at everything and said, no, this isn't right. Like, she's coming from a pure legal standpoint that this case is faulty. So when she's saying like, and worse, push evidence should prepare to be held accountable. I don't know if she meant the prosecution in California should be held accountable, the district attorney should be held accountable, Meg the Stallion should be held accountable, Kelsey should be held accountable. I don't know what she means by held accountable. I guess we're going to have to watch during the 36 hours. So here's the thing. I saw one young lady and she said, well, she's out of Florida. She's not even in California. Why should she care? Evidently she does. And another one said, well, she's not even in California. She's in Florida, not California. It doesn't even matter. It's like, it does matter because she's causing a stir. And it's causing a stir, and it's actually putting more pressure on the Democratic politicians in California, especially senators, reps, representatives, and also the governor. So Gavin Newsom is the governor of California. Smart guy. I'm sure has aspirations to run for president in 2028 and or be a VP in 2028. And I'm sure that Tory Lanez's attorney contacted him because his attorney said he was going to reach out to Gavin Newsom for a pardon and President Trump for a pardon. So Gavin Newsom has the information. But even if he looked at everything and saw that Tory Lanez got railroaded in this, he probably won't do anything. Reason why? 2028. So the Democrats has this playbook, and this is post-Obama. Obama was the last time the Democratic Party focused on the black voting bloc as a whole bloc, black males, black females. I don't know what happened, but something changed when Hillary Clinton ran, and they just started focusing on black female voters only, and basically screw black male voters until the end. I've seen this every political cycle. They focus on black women, they screw black men, and then when they get close to the election, it's like, oh no, we need more votes. What about them brothers? I've seen this every year, and they do it all the time. And every time I say, well, they got to learn to listen. It's the black voting bloc, not just black females. They keep on doing it. So if they're still running that playbook, Gavin Newsom can't free Tory Lanez because those black females who were either fans of Meghan or believed that Tory shot Meghan, they are not going to forgive Gavin Newsom if he pardons Tory Lanez. Even if all the evidence is proving this dude to be innocent, doesn't matter. They're just going to look at that. Well, he let this guy out and he shot Meghan. Even if you show the information in their face, they will still believe that Tory shot Meghan. So if you're Gavin Newsom, you can't take that political risk. You might say, he might do it. He might pardon him. It's like, you know what? This is an injustice. I'm going to pardon him. And he might be rolling the dice and saying, well, maybe in 4 years, they'll forget. But women got a long memory. And he's a pretty astute politician, so he probably won't do it. So this puts more pressure on Democratic representatives in California and senators, because you can't have a Republican representative who's not even in California defending Tory Lanez. So I think what's going to happen is they'll probably find a Democrat someplace, either a Democratic senator or most likely a Democratic representative who's in a safe district. Safe where they got reelected and they don't have to worry about a reelection. Safe where if black females are upset with this guy or gal in California, their vote don't matter as much because maybe they have what section they're in, they have a higher Latino vote or a higher white vote. So if they do lose a segment of the black female vote, it's not going to hurt them too much politically. So yeah, I'm sure within the California Democratic Party, somebody's looking at this saying like, we can't let the Republicans jack this story from us, because it seems like the Republicans care more about black men than we do, and we are doing poorly with black men as a whole. We got to find someone that has a safe seat that's going to help us out. If they can't find that, I don't know if Adam Schiff, because Adam Schiff, I think he just got elected as senator, and that's a 6-year term. So even with Adam Schiff, I don't think Adam Schiff would even do that. But who knows, man? But I don't think Adam Schiff would do it, because I think he's so tied in with the DNC that he'll also be worried about the black female vote. Because once again, screw black male votes, right? So I don't know. I think it has to be a Republican. I mean, it has to be a representative, a Democratic representative in a safe seat in California for someone to step up, or somebody from the state legislature. But a Dem has to step up for Tory Lanez, because you can't let the Republicans jack this debate. The funny thing is, the person that might ride in on their white horse and actually free Tory Lanez is President Trump. President Trump hasn't freed any of the rappers lately. Because every time I look at it, he said Rocky, I'm reminded that Trump got him out of that jail or prison when he got stuck. I forget, what, Sweden or Switzerland, someplace like that. They arrested him after a concert, and Trump got him out during his first term. And Trump could use this as a political football, say, hey, black men, the Dems, they don't care about y'all. I've helped free Tory. It's an injustice. It's an injustice of what they did to Tory Lanez. He didn't shoot him in the foot. There was no DNA, no DNA. So he could use this. I mean, he's not gonna get reelected again, but he could use this as a political PR move, saying like, hey, black men, look what I did for y'all. Them Dems over there, they clearly do not like black men over there. Come on over to the RNC. I believe black people as a whole should be open to anybody, but stay independent and scrutinize everybody. Scrutinize Democrats, scrutinize Republicans. Don't blindly vote for people. It's time. Like regardless of who you are, if you're a black person, vote Democrat or Republican, you just can't let these folks take your vote for granted. So if you got to criticize your politicians, even if you're a Democrat, question your politicians. Question, no matter, again, the independent Democrat, question them, push them. They are supposed to be working for the people, as is our president, but he's not really doing that right now. So that's a different video. So this whole Tory Lanez thing is so crazy, because I didn't have him being stabbed 14 times on my bingo card. And that's the main reason why this all started, is that he got stabbed 14 times, and Kelsey's bodyguard, I don't know if it's conscious, he just said, this has gone too far. I think Kelsey did it, allegedly. And then you had the writer in New York, he was writing a piece about it, and he was basically saying like Tory was railroaded. But most importantly, the person who kicked all this stuff off is Tory Lanez's dad. And I remember when Tory Lanez was found guilty, and his dad he was talking about Rock Nation and all this stuff, and people were calling him crazy. And I was like, no, man, he's trying to protect his son. He probably felt like his son got railroaded. Like that's what you're supposed to do. But people called him crazy, and he say, he's crazy as Tory, and who's going to listen to him? He's a crazy old man. It's like, nah, he stick up for his son because he believes his son got railroaded. I wish we had more fathers like that out there. But yeah, so what do you guys think about this? The whole free Tory Lanez thing is really picking up steam. I don't think Tory is going to be released anytime soon, but I do think he'll be out before the year's out. He might be out. If he gets a partner, he'll be out faster. But if he goes through the whole appeals process and all that stuff, he could be out in the summer or around fall. So if you're a Megan Thee Stallion fan, how you feel about that? Even with all the evidence or lack of evidence, do you still think Tory did it? And if you're on the Free Tory Lanez campaign, how do you feel about this? And you're probably asking yourself, what took so long?